Please only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This reading will not resonate with everyone. Again, use your own discretion in the reading, okay? Thank you for joining me. So you have the Six of Swords. That's in regards to moving forward from unsettled times, okay? Whatever that is in your life. It could be a person, place, or thing, okay? Seven of Swords, okay? That is cleverly bypassing an obstacle, okay? I.e. getting away from unsettled times. So it could have been, again, as I said, a person, a place, or thing that was unsettling for your spirit, okay? A place that was unsettling for your spirit. Or it could be a thing, whatever that thing is, okay? Whatever, take what resonates. Five of Pentacles. Isolation, feeling of being left out in the cold, okay? So you could have been dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or you felt this from this earth sign, okay? And that's why you cleverly bypass an obstacle, okay? Or this was someone that had left you out in the cold previously, and you've had enough and you decided they could have been playing some type of games, or they would only contact you when it would suit them, okay? Self-preservation, is that the word? Okay. Self-righteousness. So someone was just self-righteousness. Sorry. Someone don't want me to talk. Someone could be going through some financial hardship. Okay. This could be someone who wants to come back around. So whoever this person is to you, it's like you're guarded. Page of Swords. You could have like a youthful imagination. You've taken some type of creative inspiration, and it's like you've listened to your intuitive messages, okay, for you to be guarded from an energy, okay? Because this person is like some illusionist, okay? They thought they could cast you an illusion. Here, you're very much guarded from this individual. Wheel of Fortune, some type of karma playing out, okay? This Wheel of Fortune regards to destiny, karma, life cycles, okay? So this could have been cycles, something to do with your life, cycles that you was on with a person, okay? So by you moving away, releasing this energy, there's some type of karma playing out. Page of Cups, emotional awakening, okay? New emotional beginning, creative inspiration, again using your intuition. So maybe this is why this person wants to come back around, because something you're doing creative, you move forward to calmer waters, okay? But there could have been another energy here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone here could have been cloaking their energy, all right? Yeah. Someone could be crying out because of some type of missed opportunities. They could have been the one that was involved in maybe coming between you and another. All right, you know, sometimes you're around people and they could be like, oh, let's just say, if this was like a friend at one stage and they went, oh, your brother, your sister, your cousin, I'm just using this as an example. Oh, they said not to let you in or something like that, to leave you out in a cold. And you would have been like, oh really? Okay, is that what they're thinking me? What they're trying to come between you and you as my friends? But this so-called friends I'm seeing was cloaking their energy. Okay, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio. Yeah, they were the one that you needed to watch. Okay. Maybe this person was jealous that maybe you had a big family, load of sisters and brothers, okay? Trying to isolate you from your family, okay? Playing families off against each other. This person could have even mentioned something. Yeah, there could have been a few things that maybe you picked up. It was the words in something this person said, okay? They may have mentioned something about a child of yours, okay? All right? You may have thought, nah, there's something about you, okay? Because there's two things you said. I'm picking up two things, okay? See, there's like two people there. So they could have said something like, oh, your brother, your sister, your cousin, they said this and they said that and they said not to let you in if you knock my door. And then they could have mentioned something about your child. Your child could be like an earth angel, okay? Maybe they've got some creative passion. They could have said, oh, my child reached out to your child and your child was rude. Something like that. And you may have thought, okay, there's two, yeah, okay? There was two people. This person made some comment about two people connected to you, okay? And this is why you cleverly bypass an obstacle. This person's dealing with some type of karma. They were cloaking their energy. Definitely a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio. This person's like now crying because there's some type of missed opportunities. Again, with people, places and things. Cups, emotions, using emotional manipulation, cloaking their energy, okay? You could be Temperance, Earth Angel, okay? This is why this person, there could be some type of, they could have been doing something towards you, okay? And you could have thought it was other people. This could have been someone that you knew for a long time, okay? Yeah, it's like you're moving away from this energy to karma waters. Wheel of Fortune, this person's dealing with some type of karma. They're looking at energy in back and watching things unfold. So you may not be entertaining this energy no more, okay? Because you may have thought it was someone else, again, in your family, okay? But it was actually someone that called themselves a friend, but you've got to realise that they weren't to be trusted. This is why you've now moved away from them to calmer waters, and you're guarded and you're vigilant. But they also wanted you guarded and vigilant towards an earth sign, okay? So you're an earth angel. This is why they're dealing with karma, because they were cloaking their energy. And now because of that, yeah, this is, again, the Wheel of Fortune is life cycles. So this is cycle after cycle after cycle, year after year, that you was around this person. You knew this person for a long time, okay, with life cycles, okay? Thought they were too clever for their own good, but some truth has come out now about this person because you started using your intuition and was like, wait a minute, okay, I don't think it's actually so-and-so, I think it's you, okay? Yeah, they were cloaking their energy. This is an older woman, okay? Maybe this is someone that hasn't got a great relationship with their family, okay? Sometimes people are like that, they get jealous of other people, so they want to come between families, okay? Sisters, brothers, they're jealous. But they'd make out like, oh, I'm your brother's friends, your sister's friends, your cousin's friends. but they were the one, okay? Thank you for the 4 likes. So someone's crying now. They're drowning in their emotions. Yeah, because, you know, they've been caught out. The truth is out. And now you've released them, they're dealing with some type of karma. Yeah, they wanted you to reject someone. They wanted you to be closed off. Again, with the 5 of Pentacles, a feeling of being left out, isolation. This person, yeah, they've done it on purpose. They wanted you to reject someone's offer. Cup. They may try to reach out. They may have tried to reach out and you may have rejected them. Or again, they want you to be, someone to be rejected here. Ace of Cups. Someone here does love you, okay? So you have a connection with someone that has a lot of love for you. I mean, with family, you're always going to have love. Whether, you know, it happens with families, doesn't it? You know, sisters argues, brothers argues, cousins argues, you know. Children argue with their parents, you understand, oh, I want to talk to you no more, I hate you. Yeah, you know how it is, you'll go through it. But this is someone that, yeah, I think they were jealous. I think they were jealous, okay, of a connection. Again, as I said, I'm picking up, maybe they felt left out or they're going through something in their family and they were like, maybe the karma's playing out in regards to them, in their family, all right, for what they've done. But someone here loves you, okay? Someone here loves you, all right? Equal give and take, yeah. Equal give and take, it's an earth sign. Equal give and take. King of Pentacles, you could be someone that's grounded. You could be, you know, a Taurus. The Magician. Sorry, I don't mean to do that. I meant to go like that. I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, this person, this water sign could be a reader. Okay? They do readings, all right? So this could have been someone, a friend of yours that you knew that done readings. But they were cloaking their energy. Working around their readings. Reading you, reading someone in your family. Manipulation. They could have said to you, again, cloaking their energy, they could have said something like, oh, it was so-and-so that was leaving negative messages. Let's save your reader. Or, you know, you're on YouTube, let's just say, okay, because this represents being a reader. All right, tarot reader, a seer, a psychic. You've got all 3 clairs. They were cloaking their energy. They could have said oh, so-and-so cloaking their energy, lying. Oh, it was so-and-so that was leaving messages on your channel. And that could have set alarm bells. Well, you may have thought, I didn't even mention anything about the channel or what I do. So something they said set off alarm bells. So it could have been, it's 3 things now, okay, that you've paid attention to. It could have been something about your child. Oh, you know, my child tried to contact your child and your child was rude. And you thought, my child don't really like that or whatever. Okay, well, maybe you didn't even say anything, but you absorbed something like, sounds a bit jealous to me, okay? And then they blame someone else. Oh, it was someone leave a message on your channel, and then, oh, your brother, your sister, your cousin said not to let you in if you knock my door, okay? So some things that you started to pick up with this person, yeah? And I think the last thing they said, that was it for you. He's like, no, no, it's definitely you. Okay, so you've moved away from this energy. You're no longer talking to them. Yeah, you could be Taurus. You could be Taurus masculine, you could be Taurus, you could be a female in your masculine energy, right? You could be whatever. You could be a Taurus, okay? You could be someone, again, it's grounded, you've got material wealth, material things. Yeah. So you could have had energies that were jealous of you. Yeah, you may have a nice car, nice things in your home, you may dress well. Someone could have been jealous. Wanting you to reject someone. They could have, I mean, you could be a Taurus and they could have lied to you about someone in your family, trying to split you apart, okay? All right? You could be an air sign, okay? And you're like, all right, okay, well, let me move forward to calmer waters. And they're like, ha, 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 I've come between them. Like, yeah, that one's not talking to that one now. Ha, 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 I've done the work type of, yeah, this is a trouble causer, but they're very shrewd. This person's a snake, yeah, a victory. You're a warrior. You move forward from you're moving forward, okay? This is a Cancer. This person's a Cancer. The Chariot, Cancer. Maybe the police is watching this person. They may have had some police involvement in something that they were doing. I don't know. Okay? But it's a Cancer. But they thought, yeah, put the police type thing aside. Again, it was a Cancer. They thought like they were having a victory, moving forward. Or they had for many years. Okay? And now you see clearly, all right? Like, you're the source of the problem. Yeah, you've laid the situation to rest. Okay? Like, you put it to bed, like, see you later. Got nothing to do with you. This could have been someone who used to act like really nice, yeah? Very manipulative, though. Someone that thought they were God's gift. Could have been with men. Yeah, could have been a fight that broke out. Yep, they tried to... This person, they've done what they've done. They thought they'd have a victory. They've caused some type of division, arguments, okay, conflict. This Cancer, it's a Cancer. Okay, it's Cancer. Yeah, hidden enemies coming to the surface, the Cancer. They were casting illusions, telling lies, hiding secrets, yeah? This person was your enemy, okay? Yeah, this person was the enemy, playing both sides. Catfishing, love bombing, yeah. Manipulator. Using emotional manipulation tactics. What a nasty piece of work. Okay? Tell you, the truth always comes out in the end, people. So there could have been a lot of, you know, divide between you and a family member because of this person. Alright? You know, sometimes, you know, the enemy can be the one that's right next to you, all right? The one that you see as the friend or the long-time friend or the one that you thought that you were close to until you're like, wait a minute, you've been my enemy all along. Yeah? Don't tell this person nothing. Don't, yeah. This is someone, now you know the truth. Yeah, you're moving. Yeah, they were like, they thought they had a victory. They may have had a victory for many years, okay? Sitting back and watching you both fall out or argue and fight, or for you to move away from the family member. Yeah, you could be resting. You could be going through some type of your guides, because in the other reading, there's butterflies coming out the window, okay? Those could be like when you're sleeping, you're going through some type of transformation, okay? Or you could be someone that's praying, like, you know, the Most High ancestors, please let me figure this situation out. Who is the hidden enemy? Okay, there was a lot of confusion around you, but now you know the truth. Yeah, now you close the cycle out and you're protecting yourself, okay? Oh, it's so hot in here. Yeah. Yeah, this is the hidden enemy. So they may have lied to your sibling behind your back. They may have lied to you behind your sibling's back, okay? Causing arguments, maybe even a fight, okay? You could have fighted with your sibling one stage back in the day, okay, because of this person. Yeah, you could be spiritual healer, guru, teacher. Okay, this is the Most High. Okay, so again, yeah, you're praying. Please let me know the secret. Please help me, you know, cut through this confusion. Who is the person? Okay, and now you know. The Hierophant is a Taurus, so it's involving a Cancer and Taurus. So we've got a Cancer, a Taurus, and an air sign. King of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So this could be, I mean, the Temperance is Sagittarius as well, okay? So Sagittarius could be an earth angel, okay? Temperance. I mean, this water sign cloaking their energy, causing trouble between you and someone else. cause someone else to like turn against you. Or for many years, cycles of your life, you didn't know this was going on. And now the secret's out about, you know, Taurus. That could have been working against you behind your back because of what another person was doing. They could have been working with the Taurus, yeah? Yeah, you're independent, self-sufficient, could be single, happy. Sometimes it can take years to figure something out, okay? Especially when you're dealing with people that are so close to you. You know the saying? And I'm not saying to do it, but it's just an old time saying, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. All right, so your enemies were very close. I'm not saying keep your enemies closer, but the enemy was close, hidden enemy, okay? Yeah, so this is someone that come between, this is someone that either, you know, come between you and your family member. So they've caused a divide between you and a sibling. Five of Wands, rivalry, competition. This person can't, they've been in competition for you for years. They've been jealous of you for years, yeah? This could be someone, as I said, they think they're God's gift to men. Yeah, see all the wands, they're men, okay? Maybe this is someone that's always around a lot of men, okay? All their friends are men. Loves all the men, you know, chasing after them. And you could be someone that's like, you're happy, like you don't, yeah. Again, it's like they do with men as well, competition. It could be they could play a lot of men as well, okay, this water sign. And again, you know, there's many out there, okay? You could be a water sign, don't think I'm talking about you. Whoever, you know, this is in regards to a water sign and a family member of yours, okay? The devil. Wow, it like this is a spiritual warfare. Right on the earth, angel. Spiritual warfare. Someone here, they could know a friend or someone, they could be doing some type of spell work. Okay? Yeah. This person's been doing some type of spell work. Okay? See how they're cloaking their energy. But then they're now having missed opportunities. Something about addictions. Maybe they drink a lot. Maybe they smoke a lot, whatever. Okay? Could be just weed or something like that, I don't know. Whatever they do, okay? But someone else cloaking their energy. It's like this person could have changed over the years. Like you see this like you don't see this person like the person that you knew growing up. Okay, you're like you changed, or this, yeah, the devil, addictions, bondage. Yeah, this is spiritual warfare. This person's dark, okay? This person's dark. I don't mean as in skin colour, but they're cloaking their energy. This is someone that acts like they're nice, okay? Like they just think they're God's gift, all right? They could be working with a warlock. Again, they're around a lot of men. They could travel, something about a boat, okay? Someone in their family may have a boat. They may travel overseas a lot. See, again, they've got a boy in the boat. So this person could have said, oh, well, you know, my mum's got a boat that so-and-so, and I go out there and me and my son stay on the boat, yeah? Yeah, magic. They were doing magic. Again, someone there could have been lying and saying that you were the dark one. It was them, because this is your rivalry, okay? You could be an earth angel and they've turned to the dark side. They do magic. You don't do magic. This is why they travel. They could travel to another state or country, okay, to get away with doing certain things. This could be someone where, I don't know, you know, just pay attention to things like, I don't know, yeah, there's something that you started using your intuition on. It could have been things that they said and the penny dropped, or you was absorbing things that they were not absorbing, but you was taking notes, mental notes, like, okay, giving them like the eye like that, okay, yeah. They may have, yeah, in regards to them saying, oh, it was so-and-so that left messages on your reading, blah, 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 okay? All right? They may have wanted to stir up a fight, or for you to, you know, go to that person, or if you see them in the street, what's this I've heard about you, blah, 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 blah. Why are you leaving messages on my, on my channel, okay? Yeah, creating conflict. This person's, they're a trouble causer. Yeah, they're a trouble causer. Okay? They're a trouble causer. Maybe they're going through things with neighbours, with a neighbour. Okay, could live in a house. Like a shared house. Maybe they're looking to move, to get away, them and their son, because things are on top for them now. They're trying to move away from unsettled times, okay? Because they could feel like something's unsettling, okay? Like people are starting to figure them out. And now they want to escape. Could be people in the community. Could have been a community that you grew up in. And people are starting to, could be some gossip going around in the community. Wow, could you believe it was actually that cancer? Those could have been someone you was friends with, I don't know. I mean, as I said, they're an older person, so they could be in their 50s, okay? Right? You could be someone that's in your 50s. Your sibling could be someone that's in their 40s. So this could be someone that you knew from a child, okay? From when you were young, the Page of Cups. Creating divide between people. I mean, look, their child could be, I mean, let's just cover the little boy from, they could have been going back and forth, travelling on the boat from when their child was small to them being an adult. Okay, so their child could be an adult now, okay? You could have been at theirs, you could have heard them and their son whispering in the kitchen. There's so many things that you've picked up, like, yeah, okay? King of Cups. They could have been seeing a King of Cups, okay? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, masculine. Or there's a King of Cups that they go and see when they travel overseas, okay? Or this King of Cups comes from overseas. This man could be a warlock, I don't know, okay? They could have said something to you like, oh, I've been seeing someone on and off for 20-something years. Yeah, they were involved in the death of your mother. Okay? This Cancer was involved in the death of your mother due to the spell that they were doing. But they were cloaking their energy, okay? Yeah, death, Scorpio energy. They could have tried to blame you for it, or something about trying to blame you for it. No, this is water sign, and this warlock. I don't know if they were working with the Taurus, I don't know, but the Hierophant is, I mean, they're part of a cult, coven, a group, association. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to set you up for the death of your mother. Yeah? Could have been saying that you do this and you do that, okay? So you could be air sign. They could have said that something to do with you. You're like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Yeah, this water sign cloaking their energy. Working with another water sign masculine. Yeah, it's their spell, what they're doing, death rituals. Mostly on you or someone in the family, or they could have been involved in receiving money, okay? This could have been someone that, you know, was, I'm going to buy a car soon, I'm going to buy a house soon. You're like, yeah, but where are you getting the money from to buy that? Houses cost a lot of money, okay? Well, if they go around doing death rituals on people and then getting money for, they could have been getting money for life insurance policies, making people, they could have been getting money for life insurance policies, okay? And they were keeping that hidden. What an evil bee, okay? Yeah, some type of equal give and take. Yeah, the group are attacking each other now. They could have been working with someone in your family. That's another thing, okay? You know, when you was younger, you may have seen your sibling, you know, your sibling could have drove a car, okay? You may have seen, you could have been coming from one road opposite to where this Cancer lives. You could have been walking down that road and you saw your sibling coming out, driving out. They could have looked at you and drove off. It's like you going back, okay? It's like you're remembering things, like, yeah, I remember when I saw this, I remember when I saw that, okay? You start, the penny's dropping, you're like, okay, all right? There was an injustice, oh no, deck's upside down, okay? You could be getting justice, okay? Something about trying to get you caught up with the legal system, okay? Trying to set you up for the M of your mother of a Scorpio, okay? Or there's a Scorpio that's passed away situation. They could be blaming you, with someone else, right? But yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with you. It's got to do with these people. You could have been someone that's gone to jail, all right? Okay? You could have been someone that wrote a letter thinking this person was your friend. Hi, how are you? Well, I'm in jail because this happened and that happened. Okay, and then you could have come out of jail and went round to see them. Okay, and they could have said, oh, sorry, I didn't send you the what you call it? The postal order. Yeah? And then they've still got the postal order sitting on the mantelpiece. Oh, look, here it is. You're like, why you show me that now? Like, I'm on road. Yeah? Okay? Playing right in your face. Yeah? This could be someone that kept travelling back and forth to Spain. It's like their mother's got a boat. Yeah, they were seeing a water sign masculine. Yeah, she's a witch, she's a warlock. Evil. Calling on the... trying to bind you to... I'll put that card back in, won't it? Yeah, trying to bind you to... Yeah. Yeah, they were cloaking their energy. This was your enemy. Wow, you were sitting in the company of your enemy, thinking this person was a friend, and they were your enemy all along. Yep, the tower. That's a major tower. What was hidden has come to light. Shocking. Yeah, like, now they're in fear. Now they're in fear, okay? Because the penny's dropped. Now they're in fear, okay? That's them and their son living in a home. Shocking, okay? Been exposed. That's a major tower. Revelation. Prophecy. You prophesied something, okay? Or the Most High's helped you. Okay, because you've been praying a lot. Please show me, please. Okay? And the Most High has come through. This is someone that come from a community where you lived, grew up in a community. Okay? Wow. Yeah. Whoever they were working with overseas, Spain, okay? Looks like Spain, all right? They could be that someone's watching you from a sunny country. Someone's watching you. So they were working with some cult leaders, some group traveling to Spain. Like, I'm just going on holiday, yeah? I'm just going on holiday to Spain, yeah? Yeah, my mum's got a boat out there. You're just taking time out, yeah. Okay, no. Yeah, the tower. This is a major tower now. This is why yeah, major tower. Ten of Pentacles. Look. Something to do with wills, trust funds, okay? Wills, okay? Trust funds, life insurance policies. So they could have been involved in the death of people in your family. Something about them moving money around. This water sign man could have been involved in some type of, or someone in your family could have been. They may have used your sibling. And your sibling may have thought these people were their friends, and they weren't. They were just using your sibling. Maybe your sibling's under the influence, okay? So that's something about them being under the illusion. And again, as I say, when you're on hard drugs, you open yourself up to level, okay? To entities. And this is how they're able to keep you under the illusion. You could have been someone that, when you was in this community around these people, you could have been, all right? And then you've moved away, you come out the illusion, you stopped all that, you're starting to see things clearly. But you couldn't see at one stage, you had the veil over your eyes, okay? Yeah, now you're healing. Yeah, you're healing. Yeah, this could have been someone that was celebrating with friends in their community. Okay. Maybe that you would, you know, all right, I'm going now, see you later. And then as soon as you'd leave, they'd be contacting the friends in the community, like laughing behind your back, gossiping about you, celebrating. Look, this is celebrating on their achievements, okay? Celebrating on the fruits of their labour. Fruits means money, things, okay? Obtaining. They could have lied and said, oh, some girls think are bullying me. They could have lied, all right, and said, oh, well, you know, there's some girls that there was one woman that accused me of being with her man or liking her man, and she could have been directing that at you, or lying, the same one she was talking about, she could be celebrating with, just lying, okay? Yeah. This person's got a lot of spots on their face. Yes, all the spell work. This person is working with a Capricorn. Okay? So again, you could have done cleverly bypassing an obstacle. So you could have said, this is where the penny dropped. You may have said like, all right, I'll come around to see you. But your intuition's like, all right, let me just be observant of my surroundings, okay? And then they were the only person that knew. And then, boom, they were working alongside a Capricorn, and, you know, you bump into someone from the same community. Or they could have been seeing the Capricorn. Could have been Capricorn that they were seeing. They're a liar. They've been caught out. Yeah, it's a major tower. So I'm hearing the initials. Put it how you want. M, N, P, or N, P, M. Financial beginning. Yeah, something about their child. They could have transferred some money into their child's account. So that something don't come back on them, or they transferred money somewhere. Could have been overseas. Okay? Yeah, they've got a child, a boy. Okay? Okay? Person's got a child, a boy. They could have mentioned something to do with... Okay, let me get my charger on that. You know, so they know that you've been to jail. So maybe they're trying to use that, okay? Or you could have, maybe they said, well, I've never been to jail. And doesn't mean you're any better than anyone else. But they're committing murders though. Yeah, through spell work. Something about working with marine spirits. There's some sleeping around, we could have been sleeping around with different men in the community. Right, all sharing each other. Wanting the men to compete over them, fight over them. She's mine, no, she's mine. That third party, this person. That this is an in and out energy. They could have been in competition with other women in their community. Could have been jealous of other women in the community. There could be other women in the community that found out this person was trying to sleep with someone may work in a shop in the community. Sleeping with someone in them days, yeah. And yeah, I mean, you saw them, their man, everyone is friends, okay, all right? But they've done some type of setup, okay? Or maybe someone liked you back in the day, I don't know, okay? Competition. So it could have stemmed from that. Look. Someone here is depressed, worried, anxious now. Like, look, oh my God, okay? Yeah, the truth's out, Tower. Okay? Alright? Something's been exposed about them, and now they're like, oh my God, no. Yeah? Now they're worried. Maybe that your family is going to now go and kick their door in and fight them. Yeah? Oh, yeah, they're shitting themselves. They're shitting bricks now. They're shitting bricks now. They're shitting bricks now. For a long time, you could have been thinking your family were coming against you. You couldn't trust them. Yeah, they cause a lot of confusion. Now they're shitting bricks, okay? Because they're exposed. Most people looking out the window, or they've got CCTV around their home, or yeah, someone lives in a house. Okay, see, you've got a window there near the road. Right, that wouldn't be in a block of flats, would it? Yeah. I'll show you what I mean. Look. Yeah, you know, houses usually have windows lower. Blocks usually the windows start from up there. Okay, you don't have the window down there, do you? Okay, you usually have the lifts and the stairs there, but in a house the windows are lower. So yeah, they use your family member to come against you, to turn against you, to work with this group, to hold on to you, or to hold you back. Yeah, it could have been a Taurus as well. But unfortunately could have been involved in this group. But they use this person. Alright, because maybe they've got an addiction. Which is sad. So someone in your... Yeah, this Cancer, look. Told you, they were working with marine spirits. See the shell? They may have... This is a mermaid. They may have some type of objects in their home. Like mermaids, okay? Look, she's got a glove on. Yeah, she's been doing some spell work. Going overseas. Working marine spirits. She was sleeping with men and getting their energy, like Passion New Adventure, you see? She could have given someone an STD. Maybe the group of men, they've got it. There's some type of conflict. You're attacking each other. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Yeah, this is how they were getting this money, moving money around, a lot of money. So maybe they had people in the group watching you, being close, being around you, okay? Reporting back to them. How's so doing? Oh, they look great. Okay. Can you notice any change in them? Like, what's their... Maybe, yeah, things are backfiring. So your skin could be looking great. You know, you could be losing weight, or, I don't know. You know, sometimes you go to jail and you put on weight, okay? And it starts dropping off and you get back to your normal size, okay? Because it's all carbs they feed you in jail anyway. And you can't really burn it off because you're locked in a cell all the time, aren't you? Okay? Yeah, this cult, they were using the earth sign. See, sales. They were using this earth sign, someone close to your sibling, to come against you. Keeping them under the illusion. Someone could be like waking up from the spell work now, okay? One minute. Yeah, someone could be waking up from the spell work. And they're like reality's hit, like, shit, what have I done? And now they're depressed. It's like they've used them to do what they've done over the years. And now someone's like waking up. Spirit could have been working through someone in your family. And now they're sad, depressed. Oh my God, what have I done? Yeah, you were used. If you're an earth sign, someone's sibling, you were used by this group. Or they promised you money, or because you was under the influence, you know. Well, if you do this and do that, you know, you're going to get a load of money. Yeah, family. They were also trying to lay you to rest. See? Loss, grief, betrayal. Wow. This is someone transitioning over. So maybe they were, you know, hoping that, you know, while she was asleep, you wouldn't wake up in the morning. My spirit guides, I ask that you rain down on this energy. Yeah, these people, I ask that you rain down severe karma and judgment on these people. You could be someone that is focused on self in your creative projects, okay? Creativity. Maybe you're someone that has, yeah, emotional awakening. You've gone for emotional awakening, okay? This could have been someone that, this water sign, they could be someone old but I still think they're in their 20s, okay? I'm hearing this person's a hoe, they sleep with everyone in the community. King of Swords. That could be you. Right? No gender in tarot. It's like you could be cold towards his energies now. Not like you're going to seek revenge. It's just like you leave it, karma, you leave it for karma. Karma knows what door number they live at. Okay? She lives at. Alright? King of Swords. Using your discernment, making a judgment call. So they could have been doing a lot of spell work over authority figures as well. Yeah. Trying to have a victory through navigating conflict. Wow. Gemini. Or you could be another Gemini that could have done this to you as well in the community. Or you're aware two people have to have, or you've defeated two people. Seeing with the Five of Swords, two people have thrown their swords down, which means like you've defeated. Okay, they've had to walk away. Yeah. So the Most High said, you know what? Yeah, the Most High was like, you know what? Let them carry on. You was an earth angel. The Most High, throughout all these years, all these cycles, okay, of what they were doing, the Most High was just sitting back and saying, don't worry, walk in faith, I've got you, nothing's going to happen, okay, to you. But these people, over the years, they've racked up so much karma, okay, for coming for you, earth angel. They could have been coming for your son as well, Sagittarius energy, okay. You could have been naive to the facts, yeah? But now you know this person close to you is your, not, what do they call it? Not, no, not, yeah, enemy, but there's another name before it. Yeah, they're working with the water sign. Having emotional fulfillment. Yeah, you weren't emotionally invested. You embarked on your own journey of self-enlightenment. You knew, you started picking up. You started picking up using your intuition. Okay? It's like, what you see, like once you're around energies or living in the community, because there's so much illusion going on around you, the people wearing masks, but once you remove yourself completely, okay, then over time, the penny starts dropping. Instead of, you know, you passing away. Yeah, I mean, you went through, death is like a death to your old self, okay? Transformation, transitioning, okay? Okay? You went through a death and a rebirth, yeah? Now, all these energies are binded, spiritual jail now, all of them, could be a lot of them that were involved, okay? Yeah, as I said, travel to a different part of the world. Maybe they want to escape to a different part of the world, okay, to get away. But I don't know, like, you know, like if police are after you, I don't know what the law is, you know, whether there's a, you know, like when you cross states, yeah, police officer, somebody could be gathering information. This person, again, if they were your friend years ago, they look, you know, they've got a lot of photos of you, okay, you know, you and them growing up, things like that, okay. So they could have been using your photographs. The High Priestess, yeah, Pisces, Cancer. This person's turned to the dark side, but you could be a High Priestess. There's a High Priest, as what I said, the Pisces. Okay? So this is a man. Okay? Or they were using someone around there, a Pisces energy, could be another female or whatever man, but it's definitely a warlock here. Okay? You started, but you're the High Priestess, okay? You and spell work don't work on, okay? So this is why everything's backfiring on them. You're anointed. God's anointed you. The Most High's anointed you. Touch my prophets, no harm. Do my prophets no harm. So again, while she was around this community, these people, you didn't know who you were, okay? This is why they were keeping you under the illusion, partying with you. Yeah, let's go party. Yeah, take this. Yeah, let's go and pop this. And yeah, from when you were young, okay? So now you're like, okay? Now you know who you are. As I said, when you was in this community, you were binded. You were under the illusion, okay? But a lot of binding spells to keep you under the illusion. But you're not emotionally invested now. There could be government that knows something about a Taurus. Government officials. There could be some corrupt ones that they were working with. Police from the community, okay? One of them could have a police officer friend. Someone could have been sleeping with a police officer. Yeah, okay? Could have been a police officer that was sleeping with a Cancer from the community. Yeah, they were getting rewarded. Or you could be someone that's getting recognition. You're getting recognised now. You're getting public recognition. Okay. Again, they never wanted. They, you know, for years they've been hoping. Please, they knew you had a gift. Okay, but they wanted to keep you under the illusion, binded. They never wanted you to be able to get to this stage where you figure it out. The penny drops. You go through the death and rebirth, and you expose all of them. Okay. Yeah, they kept you under the illusion. This. Hidden enemy, water sign. They could have been working with another man, a Taurus, okay? I mean, look at the home in the backgrounds. Yeah? Well, of course they're going to have a home like that, aren't they? With all the money they're making. Look. Someone could be feeling, yeah, someone's grieving now. Someone's going through, someone's like, yeah, someone's depressed, someone's like woke up, or someone's seeing something clearly, oh my God, yeah. Someone's depressed, worried, anxious. They're heartbroken. Someone's crying. Yeah, someone's really crying here. They're all in their emotions, look. Yeah, loss, okay. So this is what they've done. They've caused you loss. They've put you through grief and they betrayed you. The loss is the Scorpio in your family that passed away. Again, this could be 3 people in the family. Or the next one, you know, would have been you. Well, there wouldn't have been because you were very much protected. Earth angel energy. Wow. There's something about a Sagittarius in a group. King of Pentacles in a group. This could be your friends, brothers, okay? So we have, yeah, it could be like 3 masculines, look, all kings. King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. Could be brothers, cousins. Could be someone they work with overseas as well. The cult, the coven, the group association. Yeah, you realise. Oh. Okay, now you realise, pouring into these people, now you're aware. Well, there's a Pisces here that now knows why they're stuck. Yeah, because coming for you. Alright? Or they thought you was just some normal Joe Blog. Alright? But they're getting to the Most High. So don't worry, this is written before all of them were born. You were born. I know what I'm doing. Okay? They're the Most High. Okay? They can't, listen, you can't manipulate the Most High. They could be trying to do freezer spells on you. Yeah? No, they're just trying to block things, yeah? The Most High. It's like they're trying to manipulate. They think they're more powerful than God. Are you stupid? Are you stupid people? You've got to be, yeah? If you had any brains, you'd be dangerous, yeah? They think, yeah, we're more powerful than God. No, you're not. Right? Not their gods anyway. I'm talking about the Most High. Thinking they're magic. They think they can manipulate the Most High. You're stupid. You're delusional. Someone from the past wants to return. No, yeah, no, keep your grimy ass over there. We don't know witches and warlocks in our life, all right? Okay? I mean, you may have returned back to this person, they may have given you a present, you may have thrown it out. Yeah? Yeah. Now you're calling judgment on them. All you've got to do is just, yeah. Yeah. Now you're calling judgment on them. You've got a lot of angels around you, okay? Protection. Now you've called the judge. Now it's the judgment call, okay? It's all right. When judgment day comes, you know where they're going. It's all right though. Let them carry on. Whilst you're going through the gates of heaven, yeah, they're going to be dragged to hell. Yeah, you're chosen. Okay, very powerful. All right. Again, as a child, they knew that you were gifted. Okay. This is why you went through trials and tribulations in your life. Okay, with parents, rotten parents, no good parents. Your parents could have been, you know, you could have had a mum as well that was under the influence. You could have had a dad that's under the influence. Okay, right. Something about you as a child, you know, them trying to. Yeah, it's like they didn't want you remembering your past. That's why they were trying to block out memories, okay? So you've had some near-death experiences, yeah? Yeah. Wire transfer overseas, okay? Using emotional manipulation, playing both sides. So they were using your sibling. Yeah, to hold on to you, playing both sides, getting payments. They could have been getting monthly payments from these people. Okay, money transferred into their account. This sibling may have reached out and gave you some money. Maybe because the guilt's kicking in now, or they were still trying to keep you under the illusion. Yeah, this person felt like, well, you know, I've got everyone in the community backing me up. What can you do? You're like, well, it's okay, because no one's more powerful than the Most High. Yeah, remember that. You're like, you've got these friends. You've got divine feminine, divine masculine. Yeah, that's powerful. Okay. So let them stay there with their little groupie friends. Well, I've got all my friends and you ain't got no one, like whatever. Okay, yeah. Who divine masculine, divine feminine has is more powerful than all these people put together. Okay, some of them are, you know, a bit tapped as well, unfortunately. Okay, all right. The brain no good. Okay. You've now got your boundaries up. Just keep doing you. You don't have to be like that looking over your shoulder. Just keep doing you, whatever you're doing. Okay? Whether these energies are around you, watching, peeping, creeping, stalking, yeah? Let them carry on. Give them your ass to kiss. Luck, passion, new adventure, page of wands, yeah, communication. Okay? So again, someone's child, someone's son's watching, and then they're communicating back to the group. Yeah? Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, okay? Or someone tried to, in your family, they definitely ain't the Empress, okay? Oh no, they're definitely, yeah? Venus ruled by Libra and Taurus, okay? So again, you know, that's why they have some that's a Taurus. Okay? again, trying to cast illusions. Well, who's the Empress? Venus is ruled by Taurus and Libra. Okay, so it must be that one. Or maybe they were, but they you know, turned to the dark side, didn't they? Okay, you could have been trying to wake them up. Yeah, the people around you ain't good. They're not your friends. You could have, you know, sent them a letter, gave them some information. Okay, something about them contacting the other sister that was a Capricorn. I sent the letters to the Capricorn or something like that, or while she was in jail. While she was in jail, sent a letter, okay? They said they sent something to a Capricorn in your family, and you're trying to wake them up, but you know, it is what it is. This is karmic family. Yeah. Something about a Leo in your family, I don't know, or you've got Leo in your placement. Right? Strength, you're very strong. People could be like in shock, like you've overcome so much in regards to, and I'm talking about from, you know, when you were so high, yeah? And you've overcome all this throughout the years, and people could be shocked that even though you've overcome this, you're still strong, yeah? Some people would have, you know, I don't like even to say it, but take their life because of that, yeah? All these people cared about was money. They don't care for life. The earth sign being stubborn. Look, money in their hands again. Yeah, fool's journey. Maybe you were, you know, throughout the journey, throughout the cycles of life, they could have been calling you a fool behind your back. But at the end of the day, you don't expect, you know, sisters, brothers, cousins. But, you know, unfortunately it happens, and now you're realising the truth. Like, yeah, you've taken a leap of faith, you've gone in a new direction, and you're happy. Okay? But you could be a Virgo, you could be a Virgo involved. This Cancer could have been sleeping with a Virgo, okay? They all could have been in cahoots, could be someone that you had a child with, people in the community. You don't talk to none of them. Yet you've got your boundaries up. Stand on your grounds. Yeah, these could be all people that are under the influence, got addictions and all that. They're still in their shadow side. I mean, I'm talking about CRACK. I'm not talking about, you know, cigarette or whatever. Bit green. But I mean, that's addictions as well. And I suppose, you know, it can affect you. If you've got mental problems as well, okay, if you're smoking morning, noon and night, morning, noon and night. Nowadays, what you get off the street, they put all stuff in it anyway, chemicals. It's not natural. It's not like you just got it off a bush, you know, where it's grown. But they mix all the different chemicals in it. Or it could have been your mother, okay? That was involved in the cult group from the community. It could have been your mother. She had missed opportunities in her life. Now she wants you having missed opportunities. Okay. So, again, it could have been a mother, all right? So maybe, you know, it could be a water sign. And maybe, you know, your mother's coming against you. And maybe you do travel overseas to get some protection. Take what resonates. But something dropped. Something was like, no, there's something fishy going on with these people. You may not have been able to connect all dots, okay? But it's like you just moved away from energies, okay? You know, your mother could have been an alcoholic, all right? Maybe she knew some people, I don't know. Maybe your mother, okay? I mean, it's funny how my mother said my I don't know, she used the word godfather. It was called Old Bill. Stole your trust fund. Family. Maybe your mother knew a friend that was a police officer when he was a baby. Okay? Yeah. There was a lot of illusions and confusions, okay? So maybe sometimes you have to distance yourself to start putting a, what's it, so-and-so? Okay, right, I remember when so-and-so said this, I remember when so-and-so said that. So you're really trying to put the pieces together, yeah? Okay, puzzle pieces together. Like, no, that don't go there, that don't go there. So so-and-so said this, so let me connect that there. No, don't go there. Okay, what did so-and-so say? All right, so-and-so said that, so this piece goes there, okay? So-and-so said that, let me put that, no, that don't sit there, okay? So it's like you're trying to fit something together, okay? Definitely something about family, that's all I know, okay? So it could be your family. You could have a Capricorn in your family, all right? That could be connected to some type of Freemasons, all right? Yeah. So it's like you're slowly getting close. Oh, look, what did I say about the house? Someone lived in a house. Could have been in Aquarius. This could have been someone you knew from the community. Maybe someone in their family worked for a court, something like that. They could have lived in a house. Their parents, someone's parent was Scottish. This man's moving out. Or someone's moving out of the house to move abroad. Now we've got 3 floors, ground, middle, top. Change. Someone could have done a fraudulent marriage so that could receive some money. Yes, so that this man could be wealthy. Something about a Virgo or someone connected to actors, yeah? Wealthy man. Or some of these people in your life were actors. Right? Trained actors. You know what they say about the Hollywood thing? Privileged lady. Maybe you should have been a privileged lady. Again, some type of, there could have been a judge involved. Again, if you was a child, there could have been a judge involved as well. Okay, it could be like prosecution, or they've got you legally surveillanced. Okay. This guy on this bike is being here. I don't know who this guy on the bike is, but he's parked behind. He's over there behind that tree. Here he is, let me see. He's there behind that tree. Where is he? Oh no, it ain't. Look. It's not about Bikers Club. Okay? Something about Bikers Club. Okay? Something about Bikers Club. I thought he was behind the tree. Something about Bikers Club. Family room. So, someone works with your family, or someone stole from your family. Okay? An official person. Yeah, it could have been someone like a godfather, father, someone that was in the military, someone that could have been a grandfather, godfather, whatever. Someone that's in the military, someone that worked for the police or something like that. Okay, but again, you know, they all know who you are, but they're trying to hide where you come from. Yeah, who you're connected to. Okay, so of course they're going to put you with some. This could have been your grandfather, okay? Someone in your family could have been official, works as a military, okay? They could have poisoned someone in your family, auntie. They could have killed, M's your granddad, grandmother, auntie, okay? So I remember when I was small, I remember my auntie in a bathtub, and when I put it to my mum, she said, no, you didn't see her in a bathtub. I said, yeah, I did. No, you never. And that's when I used to go to my cousins, Dean and Robbie, the lovers. I remember seeing my auntie in a bathtub. Yeah. I was only small. But it's like, from what I remember, it's like she couldn't wake up. But I remember her body being placed like she was leaning against the wall. You know, like when you get in the bath and you've got the wall there. Yeah, it's like her body was leaning over there like this. I remember. And I was saying, yeah, I remember. I don't know if I was saying, auntie, wake up or something like this. But my mum said, oh, she used to pop a little pills and do this. I don't know, I think they'd done it to other family members. Like, you know, from when you were young. I'm telling you. Some of you have lost a lot of family members due to these people. Yeah, I told you they're in spiritual jail. As I said, I had a dream of like a lot of people. There's a lot of people involved in there. When I mean, you know, like them. Yeah, I had a dream of them. The jail cell was packed. Yeah. I saw Caucasians, black people in there, Asian people in there, Spanish people. There was just all different types of people in this jail. Okay. In the cell, spiritual jail. There's people in spiritual jail. If not, they're going to jail. I mean, it usually starts in the spirit realm, then it comes down to earth, all right? Yeah, they're in spiritual jail, or imprisonment. Someone here could have been, someone's got like a gingerish beard, okay? This person's got like gingerish hair. That could be a family member, this privileged one. They're all corrupt. And again, they're corrupt, look. Okay? Judges, yeah? They're all getting paid. A judge was getting paid for, like, they get paid, don't they? Prosecution and that. That's why they bring their checkbooks, okay? Because they all get paid, like a judge could be, they get paid for, like, cases, don't they? Yeah? So there could have been some people that were sent to jail, they shouldn't have been sent to jail. All right, because yeah, they're all in it. They all get money. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not listening to that case, yeah, or the prosecution. This is both sides, okay? Or something. There could be something in regards to you going to jail. You shouldn't have gone to jail. Okay, there was evidence there that you shouldn't have gone to jail. But they were paid. Yeah? Not only that, as I said, you know, they just, it's like wasting time in your life. Well, it's another year out their life, okay? Or another 2 years, or another 3 years out their life. But sometimes when you're in jail, you've got time to lie down and think. High honour. Yeah. People in the army, there's energies in the army, or something about hitman, or paid a hitman. Someone in the army, something about expectation. These energies for expecting something, or expecting jail. Or they were expecting some money, false people in the community. Something about them moving you to a gated community, okay? So this could have been somewhere they put you, yeah? Could have been somewhere, a gated community, could have been across the road from you, all right? Or that's where they lied and got you locked up, okay? In this gated community. Or they was all watching, spying through the windows. Yeah, oh, she's leaving out now. I was leaving out now. Yeah, you shouldn't have gone to jail. Using the junkies next door to you, okay? The drug addicts. What's that guy in the van? What is his name again? Speedy. Funny, one day I went out, I was doing, I don't know if I was on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, well, I'm just, I don't even think I had the video. It wasn't even a YouTube. It wasn't even YouTube I was doing. I think I was showing the gate. Because all the other blocks, it was like a block of flats, but my flat had like, it was all gated off like a prison, yeah? But the stairs led upstairs to the upstairs neighbour, but by my kitchen window, you know, like you get the mesh, that was removed, okay? So that's where the burglary tries to come in, but I've got CCTV in my property. But you know what they done whilst I was in jail? They went, oh, we need to do a gas check, liars. I knew who it was. I was like, that's funny, because I just got a new radiators and boiler put in less than a year ago. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 7 months. Gas checks are yearly, okay? Gas checks are yearly. So I was like, all right, so they'd use that excuse to enter into my property. And then the housing officer, yeah, they sent an email to the prison. Yeah, they got the locks changed. Yeah, you're aware. You're aware that they got you arrested. You shouldn't have gone to jail. Like, all these people were involved. All the neighbours and that. Okay? Neighbours' children getting paid, lying in court. Okay? even threatening you, yeah? Imagine that. I'll tell you what happened in my case, right? The woman and her child, when the police went to the house, okay, and they said, do you swear? No, 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 no. But I see that one bullying another boy like this, okay? All right, little Indian boy, grabbing him and bullying him. It's only a little thing, poor thing, okay? I was looking over, I thought that, I feel sorry for the little boy. They had him like this, yeah? The bigger boy. And the other one was only down here, and they had him like this, right? He was standing with a black boy. I thought, bullies. And, yeah, they used to come out. Like the kids like that, like in the playgrounds, yeah? I said, God, these children have got demons in them, man. Like they used to make all weird noises. I used to say, and unfortunately, it happens. Yeah? You think, yeah, look, okay? He used to come out and make some weird noises, like all like this, and screaming. Yeah, so in court, the woman, the mother, she was like, yeah, she's lucky that so-and-so weren't there. So that was a threat in court. Yeah, it's on video. But to be honest, I think my one that was working for me, straight from the get-go, she said, I'll plead guilty. I was like, what? No, there's something about her I didn't trust. I didn't trust that barrister they got. Didn't trust her. I did not trust her. Yeah? Trying to tell me from the get-go to plead guilty. I was like, guilty? I said, I'm not guilty. I'm not going guilty or something I ain't done. Yeah? Yeah, I've been to jail before and I put my hand up. Yeah, right, I've done that. What, you think I'm gonna... No. No. I said, no, I don't care if I go to jail, whatever. I am not pleading guilty. I ain't done this. Yeah? And when they got questioned in court, do you swear? They asked the other one, oh yeah, would you swear? He said, when they interviewed you at the house, that you didn't swear. So that's a contradiction, isn't it? They had the guy next door, the crackheads, yeah? No teeth. Throwing stuff against my bedroom wall. Die, you bitch! Those people are crazy. I used to run the bath. The man would come out, hanging around my bathroom window. I said, you weirdo. Locking my door. Yeah, his friend Speedy, cleaner. Yeah, but they just use it. I don't know. I see him with another black guy. I don't know what they were doing in there, to be honest. I don't even want to think about it. Don't. Sorry. Maybe that's why they need the carpet cleaner, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, you come and knock my door. Like, what neighbour does that? If you hear the hoover, it's just me cleaning my carpet. Like, why do I need to know that? I don't know. Yeah? I was like, just move from my door. The man still standing. I said, didn't you hear me? I said, move from my door. Yeah, and he's like, leaning over the balcony. Yeah, you're right. Like this, he was leaning over the balcony, I think he's trying to get the attention of the people underneath. Like that, what he's doing. I was like, look at all the signs. I see what you're doing. Yeah? And then I heard them underneath mentioning my name. Well, her talking to herself ain't good enough. We need to get it in writing. I was like, oh, really? Next thing, I've got 2 psychiatrists at my door. So I said to them, yeah, I told them, I said, yeah, I heard them saying, her talking to herself ain't good enough. We need to get it in writing. I said, shall I show you what I do? There's my table. There's my tripod. I said, there's my channel. Yeah? And there's my cat. Like, who's talking to themselves? Yeah? I know, sometimes I may speak to my guides, okay? Or I speak aloud, Lord, you know. It doesn't mean you're crazy. I'm not there saying, oh, the voices are telling me to do something. There's a difference of, you know. Yeah, right underneath. And someone had there was a guy. Like the laugh he had. Like, I was like, no, these people. I heard the guy, she's a strong woman though. Justice. Yeah, they were the crap ones. Then the guy that lived on the first floor, he had like the police, you know, like what, you know, the police wear the vests and they've got the camera there. Like he had one of them underneath his jacket. Then as I was coming down the lift, yeah, go and walk out the exit door. So I see one guy like this on his knees. Yeah, like this, standing in front of my next door neighbour and the guy that had the police thing on, right? And he's taking notes. Okay? So as I walk past, the one with the gingerish hair, the little troll, okay? He said to me, I don't know, I acted like I had headphones in my ears, right? But he said, I think he said, cheer up, it may never happen, or you're right, trouble, something like this, okay? And I just ignored it, all right? I think he wanted to try to get me to react in front of this person so they could say yes. I just walked away. And then I was coming outside one day, I think I was throwing something in the metal bin, and he come out watching. I said, what are you staring at? He's like that. The guy was just standing there, like looking at me like this. I said, look at you, you weirdo. Yeah? I goes, move, what are you standing there staring at me for? I said, move for me. I think he got in my face, pushed him back. And then some black guy coming, you witnessed, you saw that. The guy said, I didn't see nothing. He just walked in the block. Oh, go on, you dirty little tramp. Fucking riding up and down with your old people's scooter. Then I see him going to the other block, the other block, and someone was handing him something over the fence. And that's where I see the guy walking past the basketball pitch with the goat head in his hand. Then what they done was they left the parcel outside my door. Okay, so when I gave it to the neighbour, he's a Satanist. Yeah, about if any parcels come to your door, please climb through my window. I was like, you're mad. I just left the parcel there. I think I was speaking to some of the I don't know if they were workmen or something like that. He went, yeah, I wouldn't go in that house. He said, we've been in there. He goes, he's got all this shit, weird stuff up on the wall. I was like, imagine. I said, they purposely left a package outside my house like I'm going to climb through the man's window. I used to hear him talking to himself. Yeah? I used to hear him talking to himself. All of them in the block. And then the one that was doing that, yeah, he said to me, yeah, oh, they shouldn't call this block something, they should call it Springfield. I was like, boy, these people are all involved. And it was people from Springfield that come and knock on my door. I was like, these people must think I'm stupid, yeah? So I put this tiny little camera by my door, you could rip it off, yeah? That's how no brains these people have got. Yeah, it wasn't even connected. I thought, right, let me just stick that. It won't point it down or like you put it down. So that went missing. So I was coming back in, I don't know, I've been somewhere, come back, filming an appointment, somewhere, come back, and he's come on the lift at the same time, the same one. Yeah? So he's gone to me, you don't know where you can get some of them little cameras. I said, what are they like? You describe it. I already knew what you was talking about. I was like, what camera? What do you mean? There's loads of cameras out there. It's like, yeah, you know them little ones, and you can stick the back off and you can connect it to the, you can get an ST card. I was like, oh, I said, the little one, you can move the thing around. So that's what mine was. He said, yeah, them one. I said, I don't know, I suppose you can. I don't know, I think I had like a few, all right? A few of them, because I ordered one and about 4 come, okay? So I said to him, yeah, I've got one if you want one, right? So I knew when that one, he was friends with the guy next door. I was just playing the game with these people, yeah? Good old actors, yeah? Yeah, he had the camera thing. I was looking like that. I was like, okay. So I said to him, all right, you little informer. Yeah, how's your police camera doing? He tried to have it hidden under his coat. Yeah, all the other flats, yeah, they didn't have they tried to like take me in. Like when I look back, I met someone from prison or someone worked from the prison, and they come to my house. Before we went, I said, look at this. I said, look at all the flats. I said, you see like how my one's the only one, they've got the big old black gate and in prisons, like that. I said, do any of the flats have it? She said, no. I said, see that? Yeah, he was standing up there. Then I saw another neighbour, as I said, I see a guy pull up and I see him giving her a load of letters, like a big pile of letters. I was like, okay. Yeah, she had a baby. She had a newborn baby. She lived in the house. I was looking. Intellectual theft. Game over. Look, now they're in the guilt, remorse, regret. Yeah, because you're shining a light on them. Look, ugly spells. Look, robbery, burglary, embezzlement, larceny. Trying to take your spiritual gift. Collective. So this is for the collective as well, okay? Game over for these people. You could be a Gemini, could be a Gemini involved. Okay, abandonment, alone, isolation. You could be friendly, helpful, non-confrontational, reliable. Some of these people, something about drugs, medication, addiction. Illusionists. Yeah. Again, let's just say, like, I don't know, you've gone through things, or you were sad or depressed, whatever, some of you, all right? Or you was under some type of medication for, I don't know, depression or something. Oh, they say that you're crazy, okay? Even a Fed saying, because I've got CCTV in my home, I'm extra paranoid. Like, what are you talking about? Fucking idiots. Even a psychiatrist, when I spoke to them, I said, yeah, just keep away from these people. They sound jealous. Sound like they're trying to hold you back. I said, exactly. Liars. So yeah, this is what they're going to try to do. All right. So yeah, liars trying to say you're crazy. They tried everything. Yeah, all to keep the money that they stole off you. Send you love and light. I hope you know. Yeah, just don't react to these people. Okay, they're going to try to trigger you. If you see anything suspicious or you get that gut feeling, or again, as I said, I was sitting outside last week and I had the Indian man, like, yeah, he had a wig on, okay? I said, what's up with the wig? He said, you don't like? I said, no. I said, you need to get a better one because you can tell it's a wig. Yeah? He said, I need the money for a better wig. And he started, yeah, you married, you this, you live here. I was like, listen, the buzzer's there. If you want to take whatever or go to the person you're going to see, there's a buzzer there, right? In front of the, you can go now. Start asking me questions. What do you do? Do you work? Are you married? Like the same one that come to my door. Did you call a cab? Are you married? Do you want a drink? La la la, la la la, la la la. Same questions, the same one is asking me. Once you see, you can't unsee, yeah? Anyway, I hope the reading has helped. Bye.